In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are at war, and I am angry Black woman at war. And I'll tell you why I'm angry. Because now there are Jewish people that want to separate themselves from Israel. But while y'all were winning, y'all didn't separate yourselves. But now you're trying to say, well, Jewish is a religion, it has nothing to do with Israel. No, we all always knew that. We always knew that. But you blur the lines, Jews. You did that. And so while the Jews were winning at everything in America, taking over everything, I didn't hear any complaints about Zionists, Israeli Jews, Polish Jews, Cyprus Jews, South African Jews. I didn't hear a separation. But now we're kind of separating. We're separating so much. You Jews are separating, not me, not we, that you all are going back to your original homes. Was Cyprus your original home? I'm just going to go back to Cyprus. So you always had a place to go to? So which Jews didn't have a place? 100 countries have denied the Jews, 100. But somehow or another, giving them a political land by telling the Palestinians, please, let's share, let's share. The Palestinians have a great heart, said, yeah, we could do this. They've suffered enough under Germany. Let's do this. And then the Jews got in and continuously annihilated them, continuously put them in wars. And now, for the first time, under a crazy American president, you guys are losing, Israeli. Where is Netanyahu? Has Netanyahu made any speeches, Jews? Did he abandon you? Where is he? His residence got bombed, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't there. If you're the president, I would think you would have to be in a fire-safe bunker or something. Why have we not heard? Has anybody heard from Netanyahu? Anybody? Has he spoken? Is it only the American president speaking on his behalf? Like, what the hell's going on? You know, I waited my whole lifetime for this moment. I waited my whole lifetime for this moment. I waited because I come from slavery. No one cared about the Black people. But the Jews came from slavery too, and they just kept thriving. We had 500 years of slavery that was not documented in a video. But the Jews, they got videos to show everything that they've gone through. Can we compare tortures? Can we compare tortures? And I have to include the Native Americans in this because many Blacks were Native Americans. Can we compare tortures? My people came from slavery. Slavery seems like it's such an easy word. Do you know what they did to us, Jews? Did you ever come on our side for anything, Jews? Anything in America that you want the Americans to always help you? Where would you be without Americans' billions and billions of dollars? Free healthcare over there, but America can't get free healthcare? I waited all my life for this moment. Thank you, Iran. Freedom of speech, thank you. The most despicable people are Israelis. That's not anti-Semitic. That means you people are the most despicable people. Call it what you want, but in 2025, nobody's anti-Semitic. We're all hoping Palestine wins and Gaza wins. And this is allegedly in my psychic opinion. It's my truth. So yeah, I might be angry for a while. What? What? I'm not allowed to be angry. I'm not allowed to be upset. I'm not allowed to be Black. And, oh, Israeli. No, please, Iran, win. Because you're about to take our soldiers, and all our soldiers have to die. Are you kidding me? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Saki Love. Hi, Noel. Hi, Samaj. Hi, Stephen. Love your way. Thank you. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Hi, Cherie Love. Hi, Juanita. Hi, Mama Mode. One deep. Rise again. We will. The European Jews were always part of the transatlantic slave trade. They have controlled the banking system for centuries now. Wow. Happy Tuesday, Tracy Brown in chat. I finally caught alive. I'm so glad you're here, Mama G. How's everything been happening? I've been asked to do a reading on uh, the young man named Kyle, but I've decided not to do a public reading. So it's terrible. Hi, Blue. Did I miss you somehow? No. All right, let's get some. These videos are in no random order. I just like to show videos, child.
The Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
all of Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Have an AIPAC advisor. Not a single person in Congress can make a decision without asking their Israeli Jewish AIPAC advisor. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served. Why were we in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, you can,
why were we in the Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh,
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No, there were three.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if a plane's going to hit a building, why would the building fall down?
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement. He just happened to be in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they're reading a sign on a whiteboard.
Let me say this.
Talks about towers falling, Charlie.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
I read two, and yet I got two emails from the New York Times claiming a ceasefire has been agreed to. How? All right. I mean, let's see. A ceasefire was agreed to because Israel was losing. That's the only reason why we're getting a ceasefire, because it turns around. Trump looks stupid. All right. Good. Winning. So that means Iran won. Oh, thank you, comma. Hi, chat. Tracy's the truth. I really try to be. Get your readings. She predicted my grandson's arrival. Oh, he finally got here. NWO is on a fast track. What's NWO, mama? All right, good. But at this stage of the game, we, the rest of the world, will never
People
forget.
saw the explosions in Iran and thought that it's just another Middle East war. But if you can manage to filter through propaganda, you'll find that it's actually America fighting China. When Israel launched its surprise attack on Iran, US military assets were already in position to help. That definitely wasn't a coincidence, because Iran isn't just Iran anymore. It's become China's most important partner in the Middle East. Here's what actually drives these dirty Washington wars. Iran joined China's BRICS alliance and started selling its oil in yuan instead of dollars. That single move threatens the entire US financial system that's propped up by oil dollars. The US response is to use Israel as their attack dog. Even former officials openly call Israel America's unsinkable aircraft carrier in the region. Biden sent $18 billion in weapons, Trump approved another $3 billion and gave the green light to bomb Tehran. Meanwhile, China is watching restlessly because Iran is at the center of their plan for a new Silk Road. If they break Iran, China's influence will be significantly limited. That's why this war just doesn't feel right. The missiles might be falling on Tehran, but the real target is in Beijing.
Wow. Wow. New World Order. Thank you, guys. So ignorant I am. Thank you. Well, New World Order is imminent. It's imminent. The age of Aquarius in the planet, it requires a new world order. I think the biggest concern about the New World Order, what are you going to do in participating in the New World Order? What are you going to do? Are you going to let Israelis get away with this and not have any repercussions for their ugly ways? You're right. This is the beginning of a new world order, but it's already in the stars. That is the age of Aquarius. It's already begun. You're absolutely right. But in order for a new world order to be established, systems have to be dismantled. So the way Israel has been acting since 1948, Israel has to leave. The way America has been acting since the inception of America, this shit has to, America cannot sustain itself anymore. So you're right. It is a new world order. The UK is in trouble too. France is in trouble too. Oh, well, that's what I said. That's what I meant when I said it's up to us. I'm saying she's right. It is a new world order, but it is up to us not to let the new world order be anything but of kindness. So it's up to the people, and we can change all of that. I'm not co-signing evil. I'm co-signing a new world order that you and I can change for the better. Can it happen? It depends upon us. If we act and stay in fear, then so be it. But right now, Jeff Bezos wants to get married in Spain. I think it's Spain. And Spain is like, get the fuck out of here. Or Italy. Where is it? Doesn't really matter. But the people are like, hell no. And that's what's important here. It's going to be up to us to not let evil win. Oh, thank you, Noel. I like that. Yes, we can change that. It's up to us, not the 1% of the millionaires. We can change it. Protesting is important. Dying for a cause might have to happen. all right? Getting your children to understand what is right and what is wrong is important. I saw little Israeli kids spitting on Christians. Disgusting. You people are disgusting. Oh, Lord.
Born a slave, 1864. He was raised by a German immigrant couple, the Carvers, and he goes to college at Iowa State, gets a degree and a master's in agriculture. And his professors wanted to become the head of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And he gets a letter from Booker T. Washington asking him to give it all up, come down to Tuskegee. Well, in the South, they grow cotton. Every year you grow cotton, it produces less because it depletes the soil. And so they were suffering. Well, he comes up with hundreds of uses for the peanut because the peanut puts nitrogen back into the soil, and they don't know what to do with the peanut. So he goes into his laboratory and comes up with all these uses, everything from peanut butter to the non-toxic pigments that crayons are made out of. It revolutionizes the entire economy of the South. He even spoke before the U.S. Congress, and the congressman, they left him outside because they didn't know who he was. Finally bring him in. They got, you got 15 minutes, and he begins to pull out all the things he's made out of the peanuts, and the congressman says, how did you learn all this? He goes, from an old book. What old book? He goes, the Bible. He says, does the Bible tell about the peanuts? He said, no, it tells about the God who made the peanut. I asked him to show me what to do with the peanut, and he did.
Do you hear the last part? Listen to the last part.
Bible. He says, does the Bible tell about the peanuts? He said, no, it tells about the God who made the peanut. I asked him to show me what to do with the peanut, and he did.
Do you understand the last part, which was perfect for that question? I like that. We can change it. Let's hear it one more time.
He goes, from an old book. What old book? He goes, the Bible. He says, does the Bible tell about the peanuts? He said, no, it tells about the God who made the peanut. I asked him to show me what to do with the peanut, and he did.
And that's what we're all going to have to do. We're going to have conversations with God. We're going to have to say, how do I create a better new world order? Show me. And you will begin to see it. And collectively, if we keep saying this, we will see it. And if we see it, we will no longer have fear to fight against the rich people that want to annihilate the poor people. We outweigh them. And it's not believing in God. It's the God in you. It's not the God above. It's the God that is inside of you. So we have to react in a way that God resides in us. And it doesn't mean you don't fight, sweeties. That's not what that means. Hi, Samara. It doesn't mean you don't fight. It doesn't mean you don't protest. It doesn't mean you don't smack a bitch. I promise you. It means that you are fighting for what is right collectively. Not because one group wants to have it one way. If Black people were Israelis right now, we would be dead. If we acted the way they acted, we would be dead. We would be annihilated. We would be hated all over the world. So why are they getting away with it?
The Taliban.
Now that you brought it up, did you know that the Taliban was a creation of the CIA to fight the Russians?
Whatever. They were still harboring terrorists.
Yeah, right. Terrorists that were never found. Just like the weapons of mass destruction that were never found in Iraq. Do you want to get into the death toll in Iraq? 500,000 civilians and counting. And what do Britain and America say when they don't find these weapons? It's simple. They just say sorry. and still refuse to relinquish control of these countries.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that just because you're American, wear a fancy suit, and call yourself the president, doesn't make you any less of a terrorist. I'm saying that if you don't stop meddling in other people's countries, you will face a backlash.
If Muslims like you feel that way, then why don't you get out of our country?
We will. As soon as you promise to leave ours.
Oh, that ended that. That ended that, bitch. Trump lashes out at Israel and Iran amid accusations of ceasefire violations. President Donald Trump said he is not happy that Israel fired fresh rockets at Iran. That's because you wound up looking stupid, acting like you sent B-2 bombers there. He said today that he believed both sides violated the ceasefire, adding in a post of social media afterwards that the truce remains in effect. Iran response. Trump announced a ceasefire hours after Iran launched a strike against Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. Oh. Is that why the ceasefire happened? Oh, the ceasefire happened after we hit an American air base in Qatar. Oh, that makes sense. Iran's limited response to the U.S. operation caused no casualties. But there's a ceasefire. Get out of here. Trump called it very weak. Trump lies. And it appeared designed to avoid triggering a mass escalation from the United States experts and former officials. The truce between Israel and Iran was always complicated. 1,000-pound missile hit an apartment building. It was clearly a civilian building. People's personal belongings were strewed about. Books, guitars, bottles were strewn. 4 people died. This is all in Israel. Did Israel win? Did America win? Or was Iran always ready for this moment? What do you guys think? Was Iran always ready for this moment? Yes, U.S. meddles in every country. Corporations are manipulating our rights freedom while accepting huge taxes. It's the God in me. Yes, I love that song by Mary Mary. Oh, I don't even know that song. Oh, I gotta look at it. Gotta listen to it. Hey, did you guys hear something about CeCe Winans? That she advocated for Trump? Did you guys know that? Just saying.
This is your friendly reminder. Don't come at me talking about how they treat women in Iran when we literally just kept a dead woman hooked up to machines because she had a fetus in her. And then when her body started to decay, we cut it open to remove a 1-pound baby who cannot breathe on its own. Don't talk to me about how another country treats women when here in the USA we are nothing more than fucking incubators and cattle, baby. Don't talk to me about how they treat women in other countries when this country elected a fucking pedophile and someone who has been convicted of sexually assaulting women, someone who has more than 13 civil cases he has settled and paid parents of young girls and boys because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. Don't come at me with any type of bullshit like that, baby.
Don't come at me either, child. And that comes from the Views response. The blonde girl on the Views, and they treat women terrible. They treat women terrible. They're the most educated women in Iran and highest numbers of engineers. Oh my God, we're so ignorant to think that every other country could not be better than us. It's just crazy to me.
These are a small community in eastern Uganda who converted to Judaism when Jews came to Uganda, as the British government made the historical proposal to give Uganda to Jews. Yeah? I sometimes wonder why anyone would have such an idea if it is not anti-Semitism, where the British didn't want any Jews in Europe anymore and sent them here. Anyway, when Israel started implementing its policy of granting any Jew in the world free Israeli citizenship, the Bayudai of Uganda filed their request to move to Israel, but were all denied Israeli citizenship for not practicing Judaism enough. However, the white South Africans who converted to Judaism as the racist apartheid regime collapsed in 1994, barely practicing their new faith even once, were quickly granted Israeli citizenship and fled to Israel. I wonder why.
Yeah, they fled to back to South Africa, although I don't know why. Back to America, back to Cyprus. I mean, it's just crazy. It's all just crazy. This is a good one. Oh, let's do this one first.
This war is horrible, so why did the Palestinians initiate this war on October 7th?
Well, they didn't. They didn't. This war has been going on for 75 years. Israel initiated it in 1948 by ethnically cleansing 750,000 people. This is what you need to understand. The people in Gaza, over 80% of them are refugees from a place called Majdal Asqalan in what is now southern Israel, in a city called Ashkelon. And they were dragged from their homes and driven from their homes, placed in prison camps, barbed wire prison camps, and then dumped in trucks in 1950 into the Gaza Strip where they would be permanently warehoused. And then Israel proceeded to move Jewish refugees and Russians into Ashkelon to prevent them from ever coming back. So this didn't come out of a vacuum. You're not going to be able to hold people under siege, cut them off from the world, and then expect them to just play along.
Here's a good one.
If I was going through something?
No. Nope. Absolutely not.
I hope it sucks. Wow. I hope it sucks.
I hope it emotionally scars you for the rest of your life.
Reach out to me so I can ignore it. I can't wait to go to your funeral knowing that I could have changed that.
Oh my God, that is the funniest shit ever. I love this shit.
Guys be there for me if I was going through something?
No. Nope. Absolutely not.
I hope it sucks. Wow. I hope it sucks.
I hope it emotionally scars you for the rest of your life.
Reach out to me so I can ignore it. I can't wait to go to your funeral knowing that I could have changed that.
Guys, that's going to be America in a minute. That's the Jews right now. That's going to be America in a minute. Y'all wait. Y'all start traveling overseas. Y'all going to have problems.
Know that Andrew Cuomo, the man who is running for mayor in New York City, has just joined the legal defense team of Benjamin Netanyahu against ICC's war crime claims against Netanyahu. The man who was a former governor of New York City had to resign because he's a predator, is running for mayor of New York City, and also has joined the legal defense team of a man who has been committing a genocide for 2 years, who has also now pulled the United States of America into war with Iran. Just half an hour ago, the United States of America bombed Iran. And the man who is running for New York City mayor has joined the legal defense team to defend the man who has created World War III. And Cuomo's response is, I'm defending Netanyahu because I'm not anti-Semitic. I want you to understand the depth of what I'm saying. Like, this is wild. I don't think people understand how important New York City is. New York City is not just important to America. New York City is important to the entire world. This is financial capital of the entire world. Like, please just take a moment to just understand what I'm saying. Half an hour ago, the United States of America bombed Iran. The mayor, the man who's running for mayor, Andrew Cuomo, has joined the legal defense team to defend the man who has started World War III. Please, I need every New Yorker to go out there and fucking vote. I'm not playing. You need to go and vote. Please do not rank Cuomo. Vote Zoran. This is what I'm saying. I'm standing on it. Do not rank Cuomo.
Is New York City voting today for who should run for mayor for the final two? Is that what's happening?
I don't give no fuck about that war. I have zero thoughts about that war, like not one. It's gonna fuck up my peace. You hear these birds? If a missile ain't finna hit my ass right now, I ain't got no reason to give a fuck about it, okay? I'm gonna go back to enjoy my life. I don't know, the sun bright, the birds out. Ain't no war here. It's only a war if I get to looking inside this phone. And at that point, I'm gonna be scattering my manifestations because I'm choosing to put my attention on something that's gonna give me anxiety or fear or anger when I don't have to feel those feelings. I don't like feeling those. I like feeling love, abundance, fun, and joy, and freedom. Look, it's so peaceful out here. Why would I put my focus on a war? Ain't no war out here.
Last one.
The Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
all Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Have an AIPAC advisor. Not a single person in Congress can make a decision without asking their Israeli, Jewish AIPAC advisor. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served.
Explain
Why were we in the
that.
Middle East?
Well, I mean, you can,
Why were we in the Middle East?
you can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh, okay.
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay?
there were three.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if
so
a plane's going to hit a building, why would the building fall down?
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement. He just happened to be in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they're reading a sign on a whiteboard.
Let me say
that
this.
talks about towers falling, Charlie.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
New World Order is coming, Charlie. All right. All right. I cannot help the way I'm feeling, so I was going to see if Iran would win, but since there's a ceasefire, Iran won. Let's get that clear. Iran won this. And why did Iran win this? Because they plummeted Israel. They cracked that stupid dome and they bombed the Air Force base in Qatar. That's called winning. And now we have a president that is so mad because once again, he looks stupid. All right, guys, it is what it is, huh? Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458. (213-458-7408). Did I see Venus and Serena are partnering with X and Musty? Who's Musty? To launch their podcast? You know, I gotta tell you guys, I'm just not surprised. I'm not surprised, guys. We don't have great leaders in the Black community. We got wealthy leaders, and everybody wants to aspire to be them, but they're just as unkind as President Trump. Remember, the objective for the New World Order is for us. So all those wealthy people, fuck them. Fuck all of them. I don't care if they're Black. I don't care. They don't care about us. Man, what a shame, huh, Noel? What a goddamn shame. Oh, Musty is Mux. Y'all know I'm slow. Hi, A. Walker. You posted some great stuff today in the group chat, so thank you. All right, I don't really care anymore. Good night. Goodbye. I'll see you guys later.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown lived where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown lived where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.